Hello and welcome to Ekivator Reviews. Today we are going to have the first episode of the bike series. So this is going to be the first motorbike review. Let's also include those who are passionate about bikes. So the channel will not only be about cars but also motorbikes. In this first episode we are going to have a look at a very unique bike, the Zontes 310T ADV or Adventure. This is a Chinese bike, but it doesn't look like one because of how premium it looks. This bike was launched in 2019, then in 2021 it received a minor update. So the pre-updated model was known as the T1, then the updated model is known as the T2, and we will also talk about the changes or updates that were made, as well as how you can identify the T2 from the T1. But before that, let's begin with the price. This bike is currently available in the Kenyan market and you can get it with around 700,000 shillings. Now that sounds like a lot, and someone might think with 700,000 shillings I can get myself a decent car, and you are probably right. But for those who are passionate about bikes and also considering what this bike has to offer, that price is actually not bad. And remember, it's also brand new with 0 mileage plus warranty. With time, the price will definitely go down. Then the more people buy them, the more there will be the chances of getting a used one at a more affordable price. In fact, there was a used one going for around 600,000 shillings and it still looked brand new. This bike comes with a 312cc single cylinder 4-valve engine that is liquid cooled and fuel injected, and it produces around 34 horsepower. This engine is mated to a smooth 6-speed manual gearbox, and in terms of fuel consumption it can achieve up to around 31 kilometers per liter depending on how you ride. The fuel tank is 15 liters for the T1 or 19 liters for the updated T2 model. This bike gets ABS disc brakes, one at the front and one at the back, so its stopping power is good, and it is made even better by the ABS or anti-lock brake system. The carb weight is around 159 kgs, but with the engine oil and fuel it weighs around 165 kgs, which is very good because it's easy to maneuver it within the city. It looks big, but riding it is not a challenge like most other entry-level adventure bikes. If you add storage boxes or panniers, the weight will slightly increase, but not to the point that it will be challenging to ride. The seat height measures in at around 795 millimeters for the version that comes with 17-inch wheels, while the ones with 19-inch front wheel, it measures in at around 830 millimeters. Generally, most people of average height will be able to sit comfortably on this bike and almost flat-footed, but shorter riders may have a bit of a challenge. And to make matters worse, the suspension is not adjustable, so you can't lower the bike further. As for the suspension, this bike gets upside down telescopic forks at the front, while at the back it gets a monoshock. Now let's have a look at some of the unique features that this bike has, and you'll realize that for the price it is really feature loaded and it's a good value proposition. It comes with keyless remote ignition, so it has no key. It just has a very small key fob that you just keep in the pocket. Then when you walk away from the bike, it will lock itself automatically, or you can as well lock it by pressing a button on the handlebars. Same case applies when it comes to unlocking it. You can either just press a button on the handlebars, or as you approach the bike with the key fob on your person, it will automatically unlock. It also comes with electric releases for the fuel lid cover and seat. The battery is located under the seat, so to access it you must unlock the seat electronically. Another unique feature is the electronically adjustable windscreen, stainless steel exhaust with cool touch, meaning it doesn't get hot even after a long ride. It also gets a tire pressure monitoring system, USB ports, Bluetooth connectivity, and sports and eco modes. So this is a very futuristic bike, and it gets features that even the most established brands don't offer at that price range. The looks are also very futuristic. It looks premium and more expensive than the price suggests. The crash bar adds a touch of ruggedness and toughness. Most people will agree that it does look quite good and will certainly attract people's attention on the road. Now, what are the competitors to this bike? We have the KTM 390 Adventure, the BMW 310 GS, the Terrain 380, and the Royal Enfield Himalayan. The Zontes undercuts most of these competitors in terms of the price, yet it still offers features that none of the competitors can match. In terms of power, it produces very decent figures. For example, the Terrain 380 has a 380cc parallel twin engine that produces around 36 horsepower. Compare that to this Zontes that has a 312cc single-cylinder engine that produces 34 horsepower. So it's almost equally powerful, yet it's light. This is a bike that can do long distances comfortably without any problem. It can achieve a top speed of between 145 to around 170 km per hour depending on the weight on the bike as well as the altitude of the area you are riding at. So what are some of the disadvantages of this bike? For one, it's a new bike, not just in the Kenyan market but globally. So there's the worry of its reliability, and the concern increases the moment it's mentioned that it's a Chinese bike. Well, only time can tell how reliable it will be, but even as of now, the 2019 bikes are already receiving so much praise because of how well they are holding up. Their build quality is still good after 3 years, so that's already a good sign. The second issue is with regard to spare parts availability. Getting the spare parts, especially the body parts, may be a bit of a problem, but they can easily be imported, and with time, if the sales keep going high, then dealers will start stocking them in large numbers. Another disadvantage, though a minor one, is the non-adjustable suspension, which may lock out shorter riders. Apart from those few disadvantages, it's really hard to fault this bike because it just ticks so many boxes, be it the features, fuel consumption, the looks, the power. It does well in almost all the aspects. The lights are LED both at the front and back. So that said, this is a bike that is a very good value proposition, and I reckon it's going to unsettle the competitors. It's a bike that I would actually recommend if you intend to buy an entry-level adventure bike for city runabouts as well as long distance rides. It can also make a very good fast bike because of its lightweight. So there you have it. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more informative content on cars and bikes. If you have any enquiries, feel free to reach me via email or WhatsApp. That's it for this episode. Stay safe. See you in the next one.